I click the Streameruniente button. We are back in Z Games. Game. Guys, I've had no sleep still. I'm absolutely wrecked. How you doing, PE? Good to have you in the building. How you been feeling, my friend?
Feeling pretty good. I had a bit of a big weekend.
You did. You had a fight, didn't you? What happened? You gave him a good...
Yeah, I got roughed up. I got roughed up in the street by some scallywags.
This is the problem about England legends. You go out, like, look at Pete. He's not looking for trouble. He's a nice, relaxed dude, and you get roughed up in the street by people in the United Kingdom. Did you deserve it anyway, Pete?
No, I actually can't really remember what started it, but I did try and de-escalate it, and then it just kept going and going.
It's just England, man.
Everyone managed to get away safely. No one was hurt. It was fine.
You know what it is, legends? Because the United Kingdom at the minute, it's extremely cold, and it's not close enough to Christmas yet to use Christmas as an excuse not to be a dickhead. So people can still be dickheads, but it's not, and it's cold, so it's horrible and wet and cold. Everyone's drunk, and then it's not Christmas just yet. But we're getting close, legends, and that red background of your dude is looking pretty nice for the Crimbo. You gonna get a little Santa hat on?
Yeah, I did dress up as Santa properly 2 years ago.
Yeah, I remember.
Then,
oh, yeah.
I've lost all that out, but I don't know where it is.
Right, legends. Let's get into the chart of Runientes. It logged me out. I was going to show you my bots. All right, okay, guys. Botmaster is live, as you well know. You can click on these blueprints, guys. They come up directly on your screen, and you can see them. Absolutely bada bing, bada bong. Cake printer. Here's one of mine here. Stopped it because it's invite only. Oh, no, it's because on this specific account, I'm not logged in at Z moment. So we need to get up an account, sire. Oh, I got to do it all on stream again. Anyway, guys, basically, Botmaster is live. You can click on these and you get the actual bot blueprints on your screen. For some reason, I'm logged out right now. I should have been prepared for this, which is kind of... Actually, I could probably do this, can't I? Because I should do this with you. So you click Botmaster, guys, click Setup. I should click Activate. So this is literally what you have to do. It's now linked because Big Man Bot is my TradingView account. Go back to the library because what I've been doing, guys, on my account, I've been turning it on and off to do testing. And because obviously I'm the fucking founder of the business. Now, if you click Cake Printer, guys, this is a very, very profitable strategy. You can put the risk tolerance up, guys. I would say keep it balanced or low, safe or balanced because, guys, we know that what leverage can do. You click one button, legends. It comes up here. Let me get Leo out the way. And let me turn this off. Now what you do, Botmaster comes up and bada bing, bada bong. The last trade right now, leggies, we actually had a nice little buy up and then it flipped down into a sell. So this is going to be a nice position in Cake Printer. I'm also going to show you some other ones, guys, on this stream because Botmaster is now Z Live Aruniente. Let's have a look at this one. I'll go for a few. And guys, I had my fucking... The thing about Wonder Trading, right? I know they have to be secure because they're a bot company. But it logs you out so quickly. Yeah, we had another sell signal here as well, guys. That's a phenomenal sell. This is on BGB USDT, and this is completely automated. This is completely, the word would be, it is completely, if I get that correct as well, it's not a simulation. It's an automated trading bot, so it's doing it automatically in an automated fashion, going over the same words over and over again. But guys, the Botmaster is now live. I'm going to go into it in more detail. Obviously, there's lots of other products and services we have in MDX Algo, but this is the main flagship right now. And you can go and get it with the Black Friday deal. You know what to do. Black Friday is live. And guys, yeah, it's annoying. So Wonder Trading is our partner, which we use to set up the trading bot so you can see all the visualizations of them actually buying and selling. But they log you out so quickly. It's every 10 minutes you get logged out. So I'm like, okay, got to log back in. Anyway, let's start the price of Bitcoin, guys, because the price of Bitcoin is doing exactly what I said in the previous stream. Was it yesterday I streamed? I think it was, or maybe Saturday. It was a real shame that you weren't there, P. I did miss you, my guy. It was a bit of a sad stream without you. You were in London, weren't you?
I was getting roughed up, dude.
You were on the when I was streaming. You were on the deck.
I was on the deck rolling around.
Fuck.
I escaped with my life. My life flashed before my eyes over the weekend.
Oh, I'm gonna play some music. I was gonna play this at the beginning of the stream, legends. Can you hear this? Let's get that Botmaster going, legends. Botmaster! The music's coming in. Can you hear that, bro? Right, turn off. Right, legends, to get to the price action for the itty bitty bad boy baby. Said that on a fucking ridam. So guys, in the prior stream where Pete wasn't here because he was getting roughed up on the deck by some Brits or just some dudes in the street, I was telling you that it's quite likely, Legends, when we come up to this resistance pocket, which is the previous swing high, I did say, guys, it's quite likely we will see some resistance and come down to these levels. I even did say, to go even further onto the analysis, I said they might even sweep this whole area and come down into here for a 786. Now, let's make sure... Oh, sorry, I haven't even set this up properly. Let me just do that, because you can't see the top bar. Let me make it nice and perfect for you. Guys, the lack of freaking me being ready for this stream is unfortunate, Legends. I am not ready because I've been thinking about a billion other things today and last week. But anyway, so this is going to be a 786 retracement. I bet you to the fucking dime... We're at the 786 right now. It's literally on it by a T, guys. So 786 retracement. If you know one of our community members called StuTube, he trades the Fibonacci 786 gospelly, or he trades it essentially as one of his main predominant lower time frame scalp trading strategies. And a lot of the time, guys, for altcoins specifically as well, I'll say actually specifically for altcoins, it's actually more. Bitcoin is more likely to do a 618. And I would say a 786 or a 618 between the two, but 618 is kind of more for Bitcoin. But we're at the 786 right now, guys, so it wouldn't surprise me to see Bitcoin actually find a bottom here. This is a higher low. Potentially, this is a chance for Bitcoin to do what it hasn't done for this whole entire downtrend. If it can break back above here, so basically every single time you've got the swing high, swing high, swing. All these swings, guys, are here. So swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high, going down. Every single time, the price has not managed to get back above the prior high. If this did that, broke through it, held above it, you got a difference in trend. But what I'm just trying to say, real simple, is you've literally just got lower highs and lower lows, and it's never had an opportunity to break that specific trend. But if Bitcoin now, this is the level. If we can come up to here and then break above that, that would be a change of the trend. It would be a break of structure, and then actually more likely the price of Bitcoin will begin to change and likely go up in price. I actually am going to go into detail with the long to short ratio in a second. Let me actually just quickly whip this up. Guys, by the way, Black Friday is live, but let me bring up the charts here for Z long to short ratio. Oh, shindigs. Let me just make sure the API is working. Let me just message my guy. Oh, yeah, it's because of the coin glass. Okay, I have to go and I have to tell my team to upgrade the coin glass because we did the Black Friday one and we need to connect it again. Anyway, long to short ratio. No one's going to be able to get access to that right now, actually, for this stream. The amount of me being unprepared right now. We didn't update. It's the first of the month. We needed to update the coin glass API. Guys, I've just been concentrating on the product for Botmaster so intensely that I've just... Anyway, so long to short ratio I do remember was coming down, though. So I'll get it after this stream. It will be back up and live for any of you watching this now who use it. The long to short ratio, if I can remember clearly, was beginning to converge down onto each other, aiming down. So what we're waiting for long to short is to see both of the shorts begin to fall, the longs begin to rise, and we're looking for a cross, okay? What might be happening now, and I'll get that up in a minute. So after this stream, I'll literally go and do it. It just takes 2 fucking seconds to literally click one fucking button on the CoinGlass API. So I just forgot to do it. The level here, I forgot to tell the team. Right, 2 conversations at the same time, bro. This is going out absolutely haywire, isn't it? What is going on? So I'm saying, basically, guys, if we do get a cross on the long to short ratio, that's likely going to be another sign that potentially Bitcoin's going to bottom here and actually be the swing low. Now, on the other side of that, guys, we do have a break here. So, this is a sweep low to wipe out stop losses, essentially. You do see this a lot in the price action of all types of asset classes. And what we're really waiting for is that higher low. Now, the other side of the coin is that we have lost this area of support. Because if the price came to it, like it tried, and then found it as support and continued, it'd be actually probably better in terms of, let's just say, a more bullish chart on the lower time frames for the bulls. But if we do come down to the wick, guys, this is why this is a very easy trade. You take a long position. Obviously, this is what I'm going to do. On a manual trade. This is not using bots. This is not using automation. This is manually trading. What I would say is that a good idea would be to take a long position in terms of a hedge long. It wouldn't be a hedge long against going down, actually. It'd just be a long in terms of buying spot, getting into a long, whatever you want to use on lower time leverage, or let's just say lower amounts of leverage. You can go up to about 3 to 5x if you want. That would be the aggressive setting. So say, for instance, if you're, if you wanted to do the aggressive profile, just remember, guys, that's 5x. 5x is aggressive on the bots. So, we're programming this in our team. We believe that being on 5x means it's an aggressive leverage amount. So if you're using 50x, guys, I don't even know what the word for that is. If 5x to us is aggressive and what we believe, then 50x is just like, I don't even know what to call it. It's going to be called, this is it. It's over. So I would say, guys, that we do have a potential chance, okay, for a long position down here. And the great thing about a trade here is that, yeah, you just put your stop losses below the wick. If the price does actually fall and you get stopped out, you'll lose 1 to 2% of your portfolio, but then everyone's going to get stopped out, and then we'll flick out to higher time frames, and we're likely going down to 74k. And I'll give you so I would say right now, looking at this chart, there is a position to get into. Overall, though, it's a probably higher probability chance that, we are going to continue because we don't have a break. I'm just saying that this is a good look, potentially for a higher low for continuation. But I'm just saying that on the balance of probabilities, guys, and also even a few trend lines have been broken. So on the balance of probabilities, it's looking okay for potentially us getting something. But you have to say that it's more likely for it to continue just because we haven't actually broken above. And the price point, guys, is 94k. But I was saying to you from the beginning of time that I did say to you that a head short would be a good place at 94. I actually had 10% of my position in, so I didn't do the full whack. Let me get up AI charting tools again, load this back up. I didn't do the full whack on the trade, so it's a 10% head short, which is essentially a very small amount. But I was saying, guys, like 94, $100,000, 105k each time you're looking for head shorts. And like I said, it's not me telling you what to do, but this would have been a good position if you had taken that advice, but not advice because I'm not giving you any advice. So this is a nice head short position to get into. The probability is to continue. I'm just saying that if you are, like most people in this fucking game, perma bulls because you want the price to rise because you own a spot bag, it's not a bad look. Like if it does hold here and then we actually do get something, potentially something on the lower time frames, this would be, you could see buyers beginning to step in on this specific structure. And then what you really got to wait for is this level, guys. $94,000, bang on the nail. Between 92 and 94, actually, a little bit higher. So between 92 to 94k in this pocket, this is really crucial. So even if it came back up here and saw resistance again, then, it could end up bottling around and then we just get another lower high here and then we continue. What the really key part of it is, and I've said this from the very beginning, guys, literally just go back the last 3 videos, I've said this exactly the same thing. Here meant nothing. I said we'll rally up to here, we'll likely see some resistance, we'll either come back down to this area or we'll do a sweep of the low area to get rid of all those stop losses because everyone's going to be getting licked, and then smash it up. And I'll get the long to short ratio back up online because I just have to click one button on CoinGlass because we rechanged our API connection because we're getting the Black Friday deal and it's different from the other deal we had. So we had to change over the billing information. But I just didn't do it because I'm an absolute faggot. Pete, am I a faggot, bro?
You can't say that word.
Oh, come on, mate. You're not left.
You're not allowed to say it.
Yeah. What do you mean? I'll say it again. Faggot, faggot, faggot. I'm like Tucker Carlson, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's Tucker and Piers Morgan.
I haven't seen that interview yet. Like, we can talk about it in a minute, but I think like Piers came under quite a lot of I don't know. I think people weren't happy with his
we'll go
his ideas.
He loves eating curries.
Yeah. Apparently said someone said about like, people are getting raped and there's immigration out of control and too many people are coming to your country, and he was like, well, at least we've got nice fucking restaurants.
Yeah.
It's it's a big topic, but now Piers is basically kind of a fake right-wing kind of guy. He's a little bit of a flip-flopper, isn't he? He'll just be on the side of the political spectrum depending on like what everyone thinks is the best place to be. He's a bit of a virtue signaler as well, actually. I do like Piers Morgan, though. I do like the way he's quite just like he just says what he thinks. He's not like scared to say his mind, speak his mind, which is a good attribute. But some of this shit is absolute garbage. That thing he said about
the question was for like right wingers. It was at one point. It's like, what is the definition of a woman? and now it's a funny one for Piers Morgan is what is the definition of like an Englishman or a Britishman?
Oh,
And he
yeah.
can't answer it or something. Oh no, we'll go into it.
Yeah, we'll go into it in a
yeah,
minute. What is the definition of the British person? Now, actually, this is quite an interesting topic because some countries say if you're born in the country, you have a citizenship. And some other countries say you can move there and become a citizen. So it's like there's two different ways of doing it. And then there's people who'd be like, well, if you look, it's weird, isn't it? It's a bit of a question coming out here. The culture war is continuing, young squires.
It never ends.
Yeah, so I'll get my API from CoinGlass back up online. So we feed the data in from CoinGlass with the prices, and then we use our long to short ratio, but I just didn't change the fucking deal for the Black Friday deal or whatever it was, Cyber Monday. So I need to go and do that in a second with the team. Now, yeah, and by the way, guys, when that does come back online, you just need an MDX Algo subscription. So go get it. And obviously, Botmaster is our new flagship, and it's live right now. These are all the fucking numbers you can get out of these pre-configured and back-tested blueprints. They're bots. They're blueprints. You get an indicator called Botmaster. You then can see the visualizations. Let's have a look at one right now just to see what we got. 100. This has actually been coming up the ranks, y'all. FXS swing. Everything's just on the absolute nuke downtrend. This is going to be insane signals. I reckon it's just going to be like sell, sell all the way down. Sell here, sell here. Oof. The last sell signals are very nice. 71% in the last 25 trades. And you guys can trade these manually if you want, Legends. You don't have to use our automation system with Wonder Trading. You can go and just trade this manually. So essentially, we're just giving you the best settings for Botmaster to then trade any way you like, automated or manually. And guys, MDX Algo, we're going to be closing the Black Friday deal very shortly. So I'm just saying, guys, that if you are a permabull, this is not like a crazily bad chart right now. We just have to retain the integrity of the higher low. And what you're really looking for is a quick move up, essentially, really. You want to break through the prior area of SR, see it move up very quickly to here, find another higher low. And that would be a good sign for the bulls, for sure. Ultimately, though, the price, has a higher probability to continue to go down because we're in a downtrend. All I could say, which is another thing which is good for the bulls, is that we have already had a very significant pull down in price. Actually, the most significant pull down in price at 36% that we've had in this whole market cycle. So every single swing high to swing low, this one was around 20. This one, let's actually do it perfectly now for you. Get my little measuring tool out. So this here, we're looking at a 31% correction. This here is a 31% correction as well, actually 32. And this one's 35. So this is the most severe move down. And I'm just saying that in terms of the lower time frame stuff, the most severe move down in this whole entire market cycle, it's probably done just about what it should do before we actually do get some relief and see the price begin to rally up. And that's quite likely what we will get at some point. I'm just saying that if it's not exactly here, it's very likely going to be between here and 74K. If we do get one more move down, I think it's very likely, it doesn't have to go that high, by the way, but I'm saying it's very likely we're going to get some significant pull, like relief bounce at 74. If we go all the way through there, then it's another whole topic to be spoken about. But overall, guys, it's not, everyone who's been calling for this to be a bear market, anyone who you've been watching, whether it's a crypto dude or a normal trading dude, anyone who's been calling for the beginning of a bear market, just on the premise of the price falling 35%, and obviously 35% wasn't when we were at 30 or 28 or 24 or 26%. Anyone who's calling for a bear market out of that, just ask them the question, well, why wasn't it a bear market here? Why wasn't it a bear market here? Why wasn't it a bear market? All the price fell 31% here, fell 31% here, fell 25% here. Why all of a sudden is it now a bear market? It's because most of those people were calling for the bear market on all of these ones, and now they're just saying it again. They got it wrong here, they got it wrong here, they got it wrong here, and now they're probably going to, I would say, on the balance of probabilities, I'd say we're about 30 to 40% chance going into a bear market. So higher chance they'll probably be wrong again. Eventually it will happen. The market's not going to go up forever. But I'm saying, ask these people, like, well, why is it all of a sudden a bear market now when it went down 30%? Why wasn't it here? Why wasn't it here? Why wasn't it here? And they're probably not going to have a fucking answer for you. They're just trying to throw fucking analysis and predictions to the wind. Even though, guys, when you want to flick out one, we do have the 200-day moving average falling. We are below the 200-day moving average, which is not a good sign for the bulls. But we do have this, which I spoke about when Pete was away last week, or 2 days ago, whatever it was, when he was getting roughed up on the deck. Basically, this is a good sign for the bulls, guys. Very good for Bitcoin bulls. Because I won't go through it like in massive depth again, because I did it yesterday or 2 days ago. But most of the time, if you have a massive green area, if the the biggest node of volume is green, what usually comes next is the price rising. Good example is here, massive green node, the price did rise. Massive green node here. You have to remember as well, guys, like none of this stuff was obviously here when that green node happened. So at that time, and we're on a weekly time scale, at that time, the predominant biggest node for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's basically maybe 2 or 3 months. The price was still rallying and the biggest node was green. Actually, when we had the biggest node being red, that's what dictated the next bear market happening. So I'm just saying that a lot of the time when you see these things, and for a good example here as well, massive green node, the price began to turn around, and then the red nodes came in, which we did see it fall. And also, guys, green at this level here, we've already dropped 34%. So this is a good look for the bulls actually, because now we have the biggest node being green. It's quite likely actually that the price will will go up after that. If this one just turns out to be a massive red golfing fucking candle of red fucking sellers, then fine. That is an invalidation. But I'm just saying, if you look back at history, look at this bad boy here. Massive green node. See, on the flip side, went to the fucking moon, essentially landing a fucking space rocket with Elon on Mars. But like, yeah, it's a good sign for the bull Lars. So I would say, just to reiterate the analysis, so I could keep going through, I would say it's about 40% chance of going to a bear market. And now that's the analyzing out of the way. Now let's do the trade. So yeah, I already said to you guys before that I do think 94 will be a good head short position. That's already happened. A nice little head short down from there. I would say if we break back above it now, 100k is a short, 105k is a short, wherever the 200-day moving averages are short. These are all head short positions. The buys will be, I probably wouldn't take the wick on this. I would say there's probably a buy around now actually for Bitcoin for a stop loss below this wick for a potential stab at this being the higher low for a bottom. And then obviously 74k. And it would actually be between 76 and 74. If we come into that quickly, that would be another place I would look to get into longs and ladder in some longs down here. And potentially that'll be another bounce trade. And if you get that nice bounce, you could get some juicy percentage gains. Because as the price falls, the price only has to go up back to swing high. Or let's just say this swing. Let's just say this, it does go all the way down here. The next lower time frame swing high, you're looking at a fucking 25% move. So like to buy, if you get a 74k trade in and the price goes back to the prior swing high, that's 25%. That's crazy shit. So $100,000 long, you make $25,000, which is actually kind of mental, legends, considering that most people would make $25,000 potentially. I don't know what's the average wage in the United Kingdom these days? Is it like £25,000 or something? Maybe 20, maybe 30 now. I have to chat GBT that. But yeah. 25% move back. So I'd say that was a good RR on that. And also, if you lose that, then it's going to get wicked and you just put your stop loss below those. So below this wick, sorry. So yeah, guys, it's really kind of clean cut here. I do think there's a little bit of a shy of hope for Z Bulls, just because we did come to this prior resistance. It literally nailed it like a T though, didn't it? Or let's just say this, you can see all the levels, guys. So like literally fucking AI charting tools, which is my indicator here. You literally click one button and you can see that that level was defined the whole time. And also, we also have the volume node on here. We do have some blue coming on. Make it all back from... That's actually hilarious. Crypto Demo, make it all back. Pete, no stop. Pete, did you... Like, what happened? Did you ever make it all back?
Bro, I had my mic muted, but yeah, I think it's about 30, I don't know, 37k average seller.
What, dollars?
£37,000 average salary UK. That's actually much higher than I thought it'd be.
It's because of the
Average gross salary full-time employees UK 37,000 as of April 2024. Median average salary for all workers is 31.
Okay, and that's actually about $46,000 if you just do an equation. So it's not actually not too bad. So basically, yeah, it's definitely going up, but it has definitely not risen as fast as what it should be in terms of inflation. Everything went up in price 40% in the United Kingdom during COVID. So yeah, Buff. Yeah, what is it? Is £31,000 $46,000?
All I know is every time you leave the house, you have to spend £100.
It's a 1-0 when you leave the house.
It's always £100 if you leave the house.
It's actually nuts. It used to be 20 quid. It used to be a pinky at max, and it used to be a score, a pinky. It was never a 1-0, bro. We never got into the 1-0.
It's now a 1-0 if you want to leave the house. You have to pay £100.
Yeah. The taxi, and then you're getting fined by the guy because you did something wrong. You jaywalked. Then you have to have
It doesn't matter. It's just a 1-0 always.
Just a 1-0. Yeah. It's a 1-ski. But like also, I remember back in the days when I was like 16, I used to go into town and it was a score. It was 20 quid and you were done for the day. Like you could get your lunch. You could go grab a subby for like 3 quid or something. What was it? A meal deal was like, I swear a meal deal was at the very base low with £2.50. I swear they had a £2.50 one at the start with like a cheese string with it.
Stairs up, elevator down.
What?
Yeah, damn right.
Not this thing. Stairs up, elevator down. Guys, it's not. This is the wrong analogy. It's not the stairs up and the elevator down. It's the bulls take the stairs and the bears jump out the window. It's not an elevator. It's not that you go ding and it goes, oh yeah, we're going to go down slowly. No, it's a freaking jump out the window. It's skate velocity. It's 126 miles per hour if your weight is 80 kilos. Boof! You hit the deck. This is not an elevator, legends. It's over. Like,
how do you know how fast it is? Depends on your weight.
Because I know.
Did you work that out a while ago and it's just stuck in your head.
Facts, bro. Skate veloc.
Right.
Depends on your weight. But yeah, man. I think a skydiving guy told me that or some shit. But I think like this is it. Like this is it for the bulls. Like that's the title of the video is this is it. So what I mean by that, this is it for the bulls. If they're gonna do it, and they're gonna do it, and this is gonna be the bottom, then this is the moment they need to do it. This is it. But unfortunately, guys, yeah, when you look at the analysis, you have to say it's not great because we haven't broken the price swing high yet or anything like that. We just have maybe the potential chance of making a higher low now, but the balance of probabilities, actually, that's against you. It's not in your favor. 74 is the next big buy. 94 was a great head short though, guys. I only took 10%. I was working on Botmaster. I was grinding my titties off. Like, I hardly had any sleep. So yesterday, I couldn't sleep till 6 a.m. because my brain was just on. And I was just like waking up thinking about bugs and looking at my phone, making sure it wasn't even there. Like I was going through the whole, I'm just coded up. MDX, I do building and roofing in the West Midlands. Would you be interested in investing into property in the UK? We could rival BlackRock and Lloyds. Man, I'm not touching the UK real estate market until Labour get out because it's so against the landlord and very for the tenant. And the issue with that is I actually had a person, I won't mention his name actually, but I know him, and he had a massive dispute with a tenant who didn't pay any of their rent for 6 months. They then left the property, so essentially just ran away, saying, I'm not going to pay the rent. They then applied for some sort of legal dispute to say that the reason that she didn't pay the rent, or I can't remember exactly if it was he or she, I think it was a woman actually. The reason she didn't pay the rent was because the house was not, like, I can't remember the exact terminology he used, but it was something like the house wasn't fit for purpose or some shit, or the house wasn't up to a good standard. And apparently this has been taking literally months and months, up to nearly a year, to get this whole thing sorted out. And then Again, I don't know the complete number, specific details, but he only just won that court case. Like, it's mental, guys. The house was perfectly fine, apparently. It was just like, they were just using the system to, like, scam a way of not having to pay the rent for 6 months. They ended up having to pay it, but it took a year of time, fuckload of effort, loads of stress, and also think about all the legal fees which go in with that. They don't have to pay the legal fees because they ain't got any money anyway. They're not paying the rent. So I can't deal with that kind of, like, unfair pittedness against, you know, it's the thing we said yesterday, Pete. It's for the many and, you know, not for the few. We're not for the few, we're for the many. But it's like, you can't create an unequal playing field. Like, otherwise, everyone starts with 0 in this game, and just because you manage to work harder to make more money doesn't mean you should be penalized for it. Otherwise, it's unfair refereeing. Otherwise, it's an unfair level playing field. Like, you got to let the people who actually did okay, because maybe they worked harder. Like, the problem is that everyone thinks that people who make loads of money, in England specifically, like, everyone thinks... Go on.
No, go on. No, I was just interrupting.
Everyone fucking thinks that people who work hard and make money is because they either got lucky, or they're bad, or they did something dodgy, or they did something, you know, and they never, like, think to themselves, maybe they just worked harder than me. Like, and that's the scary thing about, like, these specifically labor policies. They're all just like imagine, like, why would it ever be like that? Like, why should you do that? Like, you shouldn't always say that we're not for the few and we're for the many. Because what happens if the many aren't actually doing anything? Like, why are you giving to people who don't do anything? Like, and also that kind of actually makes sense. Like, because it takes a lot of hard effort to do shit and actually make money. Like, I've been like, I don't really think about it that much, but even for me to get to my position was like, I would have worked so much harder than anyone else. Like, I know even some of my friends, you know. All
right, we should do a bit of a recap of some of the chart analysis for people that
have what have you got there, bruv?
I've got a spag bowl on the go.
Mate, do you remember back in the day when you were... Remember when you were doing the spag bowls and you were giving yourself more meat than me?
No, yeah, you accused me of dishing myself up.
You dished yourself up big. We're on stream and you made a spag.
I'm fair. I gave it 50-50, and then you'd always think I was cheating you out of spaghetti bolognese.
Yeah, you did. I remember. And also loads of the guys in the live chat, when I put the cameras on both of them, they were like, yeah, Pete's fucking got loads more than you, bro.
I've got more than you right now, I'll tell you.
Yeah, let me have a look at it. Let's have a look at the spaggers. Let me have a look at it.
I've eaten most of it now. It don't look too good. Anyway, I reckon we should do a bit of a recap. People who've only just joined.
Yeah. I'm enjoying it. Pint for 80p. They were the good old days. Fuck me. That would have been a good fucking drink. But anyway, I was going down the political shit. I'm saying I won't go into real estate in England because of Labour. Like, it's too against me. But I would say that in Dubai, I recently bought a house in Dubai, and to see the ease, it took 26 days. When I made the decision I want to buy the property, I had the keys in my hand in 26 days. Like, that's insane. Like, I genuinely think that, like, that's insane. Like, I think that's a really, really quick turnaround. Maybe you can do that in the United Kingdom. Well, maybe you could have done it 10 years ago. I don't think it's that simple anymore. I think the government are involved. You need to do this. You need to go and sign an office thing. You probably have to do all this crap. Like, I was quite actually taken aback about the speed of the whole process. Anyway, let me wrap up Bitcoin, then we'll talk about all the political shit in the news later.
yeah.
I'm going all over the place. But to be honest, I do feel a bit all over the gaff anyway. Guys, at the end of the day, I've been working my ass off the last couple of weeks, and we now have a brand new product, so I'm happy about that. But it's Botmaster. You guys already know that. These are the bot blueprints. You can go and get them. The library is open right now. You can click on these. You literally click one button. It says link, or it says settings. So if you want to get the actual, say, the best one, which you think is good, like you like Ray Runner, you click that button, and on your screen, you will see the actual buy and sell signals. You can go ahead and trade this manually if you want, but then what we say is to do is go get Wonder Trading. And we have a partnership with Wonder Trading, so there's a referral link below where you will get Wonder Trading for 3 months for free with the MDX Algo referral link. So I would recommend doing this. Get the MDX Algo Botmaster, okay? So you come here, go on the main website. I need to sort this out later. So Go to the main website, guys. Go and get the Black Friday special for Botmaster specifically. Go get Wonder Trading for free for 3 months. And then you can go and manually trade these or set them up with Wonder Trading. And we have a whole system to get you onboarded to the Botmaster. Essentially, we're doing all the work for you. We do all the back testing, all the reconfigurations, all the settings. You click one bloody button. You either manually trade it to make money or you automate it. That's as simple. That's that. That's the product. Very simple, very good, and very nice for people to use. That's what we tried to do as well. Took a lot of time and effort to think about it, but with our team, especially people like Ingo and De Egel in the team, they came up with very, very nice, clean concepts, which are now actionable. We can make it happen. We can do this every day. There's no barrier to entry for us to get the good, profitable configuration settings and backtested results. Anyway, wrap up Bitcoin. So I reckon it's a 33 to 40% chance, guys, that Bitcoin is going to go into a bear market. If it does go into a bear market, it will look like this. It will either go here, see resistance, and see on the flippers. It'll either go to here and then here, see resistance, and then see on the flippers. Or it will literally just go see on the flippers, come back up probably quite heavily, probably see resistance here, and then go into a bear market. So those are the 3 or 4 bear market scenarios. I would say it's probably more likely, guys, that still 60% chance that we actually don't and we actually continue. I would say we're likely going to get some sort of significant bounce around here. We'll likely come up, see resistance again, high or low. And I would say right as of now, probably more likely to go to break the all-time high one more time at 60% chance. But I would say there is obviously the caveat of 40% that it might not happen. So we have to think about that. I'm just saying that that's my analysis in terms of the trades. You buy 74. You buy actually around here, to be honest. There's a long right now. There's a long right now. There's a long at 74. There's another head short at 94. There's a head short at 100. There's a head short at 105. There's probably going to be a head short a bit higher at the 200-day. So the buys, there's 2 buys beneath and there's 3 or 4 sells above. And that head short I said at 94 has come true. It literally went to 90 fucking 4K, like bang on the double. This resistance at 94. So bang on. Now let's quickly whip into total 2. I actually think there's going to be an opportunity with altcoins quite soon. This drawdown, this kind of bleeding period, quite similar to Bitcoin, I do think it's going to actually be over, but I won't invest in altcoins just yet. Definitely not investments. There are some definitely altcoins that are tradable for sure. Some of the lower caps, some of the small, some of even the mediums are going to be tradable at this point in terms of like indicators, botting, all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm talking about. There's loads Pax Gold. Well, that's not an altcoin, but Aero, FXS, sorry. Pax G, these 2 here are very, very, very low risk. So I really like these ones. They actually say low on them. These 2 strategies here, I think you have to have running right now, guys, because gold is phenomenally? Gold is extremely volatile right now. So I would say that this is a great ticket to be on because gold's actually moving and also it's very slow in its nature. So it's like usually the volatility and the vol on gold's very low, but you can make money on it, but you have to have like extreme amounts of equity. But now the volatility is increasing, so you can reduce the equity and actually make the same kind of money on the gains. Even this last trade, like this is pretty fucking nice, legends. For Pax G anyway. Let me get rid of a few of these charts up on the screen. Okay, bring back the old Botmaster. Okay, so yeah, altcoins are going to be some opportunities. I'll go into it in more detail later when I think it's really ripe. Stock market stuff. Okay, so SPX. Now, we will go into the stock market because I do think we're going to get continuation. We didn't break the swing high. Let's actually see where we came up on the fibs. Just from, I think that aura's already drawn on, to be honest. Yeah, so we went above, to be honest, it is 786. So a lot of people are going to be looking for head shorts here. Well, in terms of if they think, well, head short is like you just do it. That's why you're seeing a little bit of sell pressure, just in case this does result. But we did defend this level here, so I'd say, yeah, it's got a couple of nice buys on it. In terms of trading, you've got here and here, so it's likely going to come back actually. But I would buy 6,662 points, and I'd buy 6,551. Those 2 are definitely buy trades for continuation up. But it might come down a little bit at the 786 because we know the stock market does like to respect that nuke back up to fib levels. And I would say that actually this is less significant just because we've already done it twice. So this would have been a really nice trade here. You can see, again, bet your bottom dollar this is a 786. It's literally on the 786 exactly. So that's how you trade the stock market. You're long until proven otherwise, then you just short sell against a 786 or 618 on the rally. And that strategy's never really done me badly, even though I'm not trading SPX specifically at the moment, even though I have an SPX. I do have an investment in the stock market, but it's not really yeah. So I do think this is going to continue. We are going to have a Botmaster blueprint for this for you. So very soon you'll be able to come here. This is the next roadmap plan for Botmaster. You got library, and then we'll have different categories within library. It will be stock market, crypto market, commodities, equities, cryptocurrency. Well, I said that. And then all the way through to the indices, the Russells, all the individual stocks and shares like Nvidia and stuff. So have other categories. So you'll be able to get bot blueprints, which are essentially the blueprints you see here, for you to use as trading bots on TradingView. You'll be able to get those for traditional markets as well. So stock markets, you're going to be able to get it for indice markets, obviously individual stock shares, commodities as well. So that's going to be cool. But anyway, so I think we're going to continue here on SPX. Nothing to see. But on the higher time frame analysis of like the macro smacko kind of 30,000 feet overview, I do think we're probably coming towards a top on the SPX ultimately in the next 2 years. But this is why we don't look at charts like this and say, now it's the top, now it's the top, now it's the top, because you're going to end up sounding like a broken record, because timing is much more difficult than time in. So I would say you can only... I was even having a conversation with a family member, and they were like, yeah, but like you saying it's going to top in 2 years is like irrelevant. Like, what, 2 years? It's like, if you think that shows how naive you are, and the fact that it's literally impossible in most cases to call the top of the stock market. Like, think about this here. I would say trying to whittle down a top in the stock market for 2 years is like trying to whittle down, a week or two in like a crypto market. Like, and that's obviously trying to time the top of Bitcoin to a week is extremely difficult. Trying to time the top of a stock market or the SPX indice by 2 years is probably the same. It's like, that's how hard it is. Think about this .com bubble here. Like, you've literally got, that could have been the top, 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 that could have been... How many fucking times could it have been the top? It could have been essentially the top every single time. But like, this is over a period of how many months? Let's just say that, because all of these look like it could have been the top. But this is over a period of time when it actually did top. And then let's just go down to the result of the break. You're looking at 44 months. That was literally 4 years. 4 years of maybe the top, maybe the top, maybe the top, maybe the top. And other examples here as well. So I would say to bet on this being in the next 2 years is actually very, very precise analysis. But for no coiners and people who don't understand trading and don't know charts, they'll think, what? 2 years? Like, that's just a joke, bro. Like, what do you mean? You're just trying to tell me it's going to be the top in 2 years? Like, it's because the time perspective of people's minds who are outside of the market, they just don't realize like how difficult it is to time the market. There's a great quote, time in the market is always better than timing the market. But yeah, so I would say in the next 2 years, we do see SPX, we see a crash in the stock market, which is going to freak out a lot of brothers. And then gold as well. Gold is actually looking like, right as of now, looking at this monthly chart, let's go down to the weekly. Yeah, this is probably going to continue up towards the $5,000. I think gold really will cap out. If it goes to 5K, then fair play. 5K, fair play. It doesn't even rhyme. But I'm saying like 5K would be very, very good for gold hodlers. But there becomes a time when, this is going to end. And again, gold is at 2011 levels of purchasing power. And that was one of the highest points we'd had. So if you think about 2011, the bull market of 2011, that was extremely high purchasing power, and it goes all the way back to 1987. So similar levels of purchasing power in 1987. Obviously, the 71 spikes. This is the 1980 spike. Sorry, 1979 to 1980. This was the 1971. So we came off the gold standard, and everyone freaked out because obviously it's fucking ridiculous. So now dollars are not tied to gold. So what everybody did with their dollars, which were in their bank, which should represent gold, is they took them and they bought gold with those dollars because they were like, well, now this piece of paper is not actually tied to the gold. I'm going to go and actually get the piece of paper and actually get the real gold. So essentially it was a big swap. When we had the gold standard, your paper was as good as gold. But people who were smart, they went and said, well, I'm actually going to go and do that swap now because the gold actually isn't, the paper isn't actually as good as gold. So in 1971, you have a massive rush of people coming out and turning their paper into gold again. Bear market, because you guys, you got to remember, like, this actually is insane. In terms of purchasing power, it wasn't crazy, but in terms of the percent it moved, like, this is insane. This is 268,000%. Like, it's hard to even, like, well, let's just say, let's not go from the absolute low then. Let's just go from, what? It's just nuts. It's because it came from essentially nothing. But yeah, so this insane movement of paper going into gold did cause a bubble. And then that bear market resulted in the biggest spike of purchasing power ever. Because then everyone who saw this and missed it basically did what you did, Pete, in Portugal and said, I'm not making the same mistake again. And then I'm not missing that. What did you say in Portugal? I'm not doing that again. Yeah, I'm not missing out on this one again. And then you smashed the window?
I can't remember. Oh, yeah. No, it's because I'd been locked out recently. I was scarred from it, wasn't I?
Yeah, you locked. Basically, guys, we were in Portugal, and I went to bed. I think it was after like a big, I don't know, we were all tired. So I went to bed, and then Pete went out on the balcony to have a cigarette. And then the balcony door, the window door, locked and closed him out onto the balcony. And I had just got out and gone to bed. And Pete got locked out.
I didn't even have my phone as well, so I lost all sense of time. I just kind of had to wait until the morning. You know, I had to just sit it out.
It's actually mental.
That was actually fucking horrible thinking back to it.
Mate, you got locked out on the balcony. I did try to go to sleep,
but it was just a horrible little chair.
And it was freezing cold.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad because it weren't a bad time of year, and we were in Portugal.
I think it was like the winter or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, I could have climbed down and like knocked on someone else's apartment, but I just feel like
you might die.
I don't know why I was a bit worried about doing that.
You might end up that news story where it's like, you know, British guy goes on holiday and falls out of a balcony, like fucking.
Yeah. I didn't want to risk trying to like jump onto that. I was just like, you know what? Definitely at some point I'll be.
You would have died if you had fallen. But mate, it was just the fact that like the timing was so crazy because I went and slept for like 9 hours.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
And I put earbuds in and everything. I remember going to bed and thinking, I think we were hungover a bit. I was like, I had a real good sleep. And all that time I was all tucked away.
Yeah, and I think your bedroom was like really far away from the kitchen.
Yeah, you couldn't slam it.
I was banging that door, and like I just thought, if I do it any harder, I'm going to smash it. And then 2 or 3 weeks later, the same thing happens. I'm locked out, but where I'm drunk and a bit like mentally scarred from the last time, I was like, I'm not doing it again. And I picked up that flower pot and just ran it through the whole window.
Yeah, that was.
And then the neighbor was screaming at me off of her balcony, and I said, "Oh, I'm sorry," and then she chucked a bucket of water over me from the balcony. I'm sorry, don't call the police. And then
she chucked the bucket.
I managed to get in through the thing. And then
mate, that's what I'm saying. These guys said, "I'm not doing that again. I'm not missing out," and then they fucking went for it. But that was one of the funniest. That was on stream as well. I streamed it. That was such a funny moment, bro. Anyway, guys, me and Pete are about to do another adventure. We're going to plan it during Christmas, and then I reckon January, halfway through Jan, dude. You with me? I reckon we're doing an adventure. I reckon it's Japan, man.
Yeah, I might be up for it.
You're like looking at the money. You're looking at the finances, thinking, oh, shit.
I'm a bit scarred as well from our trips, dude. I'm getting a bit old. I'm getting a bit stiff.
How old are you now?
I'm getting a stiffy.
You're getting a stiffy?
I'm getting a stiffy.
What are you saying? You're getting a stiffy? What are you getting a hard on?
I'm getting a stiff.
Yeah, you are getting a bit old, but I know deep down you know that we need a big one soon because it's just been too long. We can't. It's just you can't live in your house all year. You need to have freedom. We're men. We need to go out, get on a plane, and just have freedom for a bit. Otherwise, you just go ballistic. Anyway, fucking the Dixie. So, guys, all the factors I'm saying, stock market's probably coming towards the top in the next 2 years. Gold probably doesn't go above 5,000. Tops out in the next 18 months. This will very likely be the kind of solidifying visualization factor. It will just solidify the fact that, yeah, this is quite likely we're going to a bear market in just risk, stock, shares, indices, cryptos, and commodities. And if this does begin to look like it's creating very good looking formations, like for instance here and here and here, where it's, I think, and we're at trend. I think, yeah, it is probably going to do something like this. Whether it goes to another higher high, that's going to be a really interesting dynamic. Because if we come here on Dixie and then make a lower high, or if we don't get above this high, what you could really do actually, and this is not to trade the moment it happens, but you can draw a trend line along here as well. So you could say to yourself, okay, well, if Dixie is going to break above here and continue to do what it did in its prior history, then we are continuing the uptrend for Dixie. This is a good example, actually. So if we got something like this, where it came up and then it made a lower high, that actually might mean something like this, and then back in. It could come back to trend and have another go. But if you really zoom out, you can see that the Dixie has actually been in a broader downtrend. But this is like, oh shit. And this is basically a cyclical kind of this is a cyclical bull move within a longer term deterioration of the purchasing power of the US dollar. So the US dollar's been going down, over the big time frames, but in the short term time frames going back to 2008, it's been going up. And that's kind of to do with that the Great British Pound failed in 2008 and the dollar has taken control of the real, the Great British Pound still had a great say in global trade, and also the Great British Pound was connected to the London City banking system, and then that all kind of failed during 2008. But what I'm trying to say is that the purchasing power of things like the Great British Pound and the Euro, because of that big financial collapse, have been going down faster than dollars. So what you're really seeing here is the pound, that's number 4, it's the pound and Z Euro. They're getting weaker. They're getting weaker faster than dollars. So what's really happening is the purchasing power in the Great British Pound and the Euro are going into the dollar, but the dollar's still falling. It's just falling less fast than the currencies of Europe, because Europe's even fucking worse than England, and the United Kingdom's just a shit show with the 2008 great global recession. That's where it all kind of started with the banks up in Scotland and then Lehman and everything. So fucking yeah, this is it's interesting. I would say that it would just be interesting to see what happens to Dixie in this next cycle. If Dixie does get above trend and continues this trend, then the dollar milkshake theory is really coming fucking true. The stream's current bit rate is 12.3K. It is higher than the recommended amount. Is it all nice and clean? We're at 12,000K. That's all right, isn't it? Dropped frames. I've dropped 53. Dropped frames. 55% of my frames have been dropped. Guys, what's the internet looking like? Is everything nice and crisp in the chat, legends? Have you seen any issues, Petey?
Yeah, I did see a little bit stuttering earlier, but I didn't think much of it, to be honest.
Yeah, we'd quite like to get it all complete. Guys, in the chat, tell me if we're getting loads of drop frames. It's saying 50%, 55% of frames are being dropped. So let's have a look at what I got here. Recording. Let's do the streaming buffering. Let's just bring it down a bit. Maybe it's too high. Maybe it doesn't need to be that high. See what that does. Yeah, what you have to be careful is you put your bit rate too fast for your internet speed. But I got rapid internet speed. Maybe it's because I got a VPN on.
We're hemorrhaging viewers and frames.
Everything's falling. The viewers are nuking.
There's a bear market for the views.
It's the bear market for the frames and the views. Anyway, so yeah, the DIX it'd just be very interesting to see if it does actually make a higher high. Because if it doesn't make a higher high, so say it comes to here, and then we actually break this long-term trend line, this would be insane to see. If this happens, guys, it's extremely likely that asset prices, things like the stock market, commodities, equities, cryptocurrencies, are absolutely just mooning in price. Whether they're going up in value is another story. I'm just saying the price of shit's going up. All right? Very likely. Not in all cases, but very likely. And doesn't mean the value, like I said, the value is different to price, but the prices are going up a lot because dollars are going to be getting rinsed. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if we do break this uptrend on the Dixie. If it wants to continue to do it, fine. We might get another 50, 60, 70, 100 years of the Dixie going up. Got to remember, since 2008, well, let's just say it's 2028, it's 20 fucking years of up. Like, it could do another 20 years. But yeah, we'll see. We got to keep an eye on these types of things because this is more contextual as well. Like, it's just good to know like what's happening with shit. Like, most people in this world, they have no idea about if the dollar's getting stronger or gold's going up. They don't understand the bigger dynamics of price movements and value. So it's just good to know if the dollar's getting stronger or not. And at the moment, it looks like it might do a kind of a Bitcoin because at the end of the day, we're looking for a higher low. Dixie's looking for its higher low. So I would say, yeah, interesting. Now let's get into some news, brother. I got some investments though, guys. Obviously, Nike and then MicroStrategy. You won't bother with MicroStrategy again. It's just boring, isn't it, bro? But guys, I have a giveaway going on Twitter with TradingView as well. Talk to me, man. What we got in the news, bro?
Dino's in the chat asking you to look at USDT chart.
It's just the fucking USDT. Oh, what's going on? I'll have a look at that in a minute. If anyone is considering MDX Botmaster, definitely go for it. Just set up my bots yesterday. It's working great. Legend, man. It's so simple to set them up, guys. You can use Wonder Trading. Go and get Wonder Trading for free. The link is below. Free Wonder Trading account. And then, yeah, guys, click library. Find the blueprint you want. We're about to add a scalping blueprint. So we're gonna add the high velocity, low time frame scalping bot, which is done like 600% in a month or something. So Ingo's gonna be releasing a new blueprint probably today. He said today, and then we're gonna have the stock market. We're gonna have everything. We're gonna have basically bot configured, back tested blueprints for all asset classes across the board, and you can just click one button and you get them on your trading view, and then you can automate those with Wonder Trading. So it's as simple as that, guys. We're doing all the back testing, we're doing the heavy lifting, we're doing the configuration. You don't need to get the indicator and change all the settings yourself. We're doing it for you. Right, let's have a look, Legend. What have we got in the news, man? So MicroStrategy announces...
Big announcement from Sailor.
It announces a formation of 1.44 billion USD reserve and an increase of its BTC reserve to... Oh, wow. What?
He's got a lot of Bitcoin, hasn't he?
Bro, he's going up for 1 million Bitcoin. He's trying to get 1 million.
He's got so many Bitcoins.
Mate, come on, dude. It's like saying I've got so much golds.
How much gold you got?
I ain't got hairs all over. I ain't got that much gold in relation to Bitcoin. I have got gold, but I don't have that much in relation to Bitcoin.
Sailor's just like under full attack at the minute, isn't it? Everyone's gunning for him.
It's just funny. It's just money market media. When things go up, everyone happy. When things go down, everyone's sad. It's he's just building a fucking. This is probably going to end up being one of the best. I don't know. Like, let's just say this: the probability of Bitcoin realizing its ultimate vision of being a global reserve currency isn't that low anymore. So, on the premise of maybe it happens, let's say it does, he will stand to be probably one of the most successful entrepreneurs in terms of monetary gain. He'll eclipse Elon and everyone by, if Bitcoin goes to $1 million, that's 650 billion right there. You look at it, $650 billion in Bitcoin at $1 million price point. So like he could technically become the first like. Well, the thing is, I want to get this completely straight as well. I want to know exactly, is MSTR public or private, and how much stock does Sailor own of it? I want to get to the bottom of this, because I think what we're looking at here, legends. Did you mean MicroStrategy? Oh yeah, he's changed the name, hasn't he, to Strategy. Yeah. But I think he's a public company, but he owns a fuckload of his shares. So he's got around 10%. So yeah, pretty interesting. And he is essentially acting as the leader, the thought leader and the leader of the business. Okay, so he makes the decisions. So he's got ultimate power over it. But this is one thing that, yeah, you should take into account, that he is not 100% owner of it. So Elon would probably still have a higher, like, say, personal net worth, because I think a lot of his companies are private companies. So I think what's it called again? Fucking hell. Starlight? Oh, I can't remember his fucking...
Starlink.
No, not Starlink. The other one, you know, fucking the one who's flying to Mars. SpaceX. That's definitely private. He's got so many things, isn't he? He's a genius. But he's got a lot of private companies, so essentially that means that he owns the whole thing. But yeah, he's got 10%, but it's just an absolute war chest. 130 BTC for 11 million, which is nothing compared to their giga. The thing,
average price 74,000 per coin.
That's definitely not actually like that good. Like, I obviously don't have billions of dollars, but my average is a lot less than that. If he had fucking started doing it when I did it, my average is probably fucking, I don't know, mate. I bought like a ton of it at $600.
Hey, what's your real long-term price, all right, price targets for Bitcoin and stuff, would you say? Someone had to put a gun to your head. Bitcoin 5 years from now, what we say?
So it's so difficult to know, but I would say that 5 years, we're probably going to go into the next bear cycle. I reckon 5 years, we're looking at coming up towards 1 million. And then 10 years, it's just impossible, like, to know, because there's so much massive, huge macro factors. Like, anything can happen. Like, if we have a fiat currency collapse on the scale of Venezuela for the US dollar, then the Bitcoin will be priced at trillions of dollars. Like, there'll be no amount of dollars you'll ever trade for one Bitcoin. So if you have a fiat currency collapse or going to giga levels, that's why it's good to own some Bitcoin, like, just in spot, because people forget when they get into trading, they think that, oh, I should be all in, all out and only have cash and just trade the price. What you really want is a little bit of an insurance policy, just in case the US dollar collapses. If the US dollar collapses and you're that guy who's not owning any Bitcoin or gold, then you're fucked. So it's just good to have a hedge. In Bitcoin, I don't know, in 5 years, we're probably going to go into a 2-year bear market soon, so... And then that next bull market high, yeah, it's probably going to be going up towards the $1 million mark. It could be between... All right, yeah, we're going up towards the $1 million mark. All I could say really is that we're very likely not above $1 million, but between...
I love it.
No. I love it. I don't care. I think it's between 300K and $1 million in 5 years, and then
we've got someone in the chat. Rolling robot, respect, brother. Next 5 years, 180K, and that's quite conservative in my opinion.
Yeah, it depends if how long the next bear market is, but I think that's quite conservative. Yes, it's doing an average of about 25 to 30% Bitcoin per year. So by those standards, it's going to be higher than that. Today is the beginning of the end of MicroStrategy. Oh, for fuck's sake, Sailor.
Yeah, we got a shift tweet here.
Sailor.
Shift has come out a bit of a banger today. Look how many impressions and like just how much visibility Shift gets on these tweets, and he just bangs them out daily, slagging off.
He just slags stuff off. The thing is about, he did well with the 2008 recession. But the problem is like, the more I see this, the more I realize he just got lucky with the 2008 recession, because he was just calling it to be collapsed. He was just saying it was going to collapse forever. He's just the guy who says everything's going to collapse, and then when it happens, he says I called it. And it's just like, well, you've been saying it's not collapsed now. It's not collapsed this year. Not collapsed. Like the valuation of MicroStrategy went up 3,000%. And then Shift's been saying it's going to crash all this time. And then like it's already been invalidated. So it says Saylor was forced to sell stock not to buy Bitcoin. But to buy US dollars merely to fund MicroStrategy's interest and dividend obligations, the stock is broken, the business model is fraud, and Saylor is the biggest con man on Wall Street.
That's a spicy tweet.
It's just not much. There's a few bits of like meat in there, but it's mainly just throwing fucking words around.
You got Bitcoin Archive. I love his little profile picture as well. Deeply irresponsible, defamatory, libelous. I hope you're made to face the consequences.
No, guys, just shut
Anyway,
up.
yeah, so Shift's been going all in on bashing
What did Crypto
Saylor.
Face say?
What's he up to these days? Have you ever been to
I don't know. I've never watched this shit really. Have you ever? I've just heard people talk about it in my community. Have you ever been to a steel factory,
it's
Peter?
Just fucking bollocks. I can't even work out what he's saying. It's quite funny, but
like I don't.
Yeah.
I need to dive into it to know exactly what he's really doing with all of this, like bonds and Bitcoin and stock buybacks and stuff with it. But I don't. Look, if he fails, fine. It's going to be a big blip on the Bitcoin chart. But FTX collapse, for fuck's sake. Like, who cares? It's just one company. I think people are just like, it's just one of those moments where it's like, he's in that moment where he's about to become like unbelievably giga famous and successful, where everyone has to like it. But he's in that phase where it's like, he's not that big yet, but everyone like wants to like hate you for a bit. You know what I mean? Like, it's like Trump. Everyone hated him for ages, and now everyone's just like, oh yeah, it's just Trump, innit? He's a legend.
So, someone in the chat saying, I did worry about the strategy narrative being a bear market scenario like Luna. Not sure how valid the strategy situation is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't particularly understand it, but yeah, I can see that it's.
I need to dive in. I just haven't got the time to dive into it. It's one company. Like, he's fucking accumulating Bitcoin. If it all goes to shit, those Bitcoin will be redistributed. Like, they'll just get redistributed. So,
got some nice bit, you know what I'm saying?
he's got
I think he said when he dies, he's gonna burn his keys or some bullshit.
Well, it doesn't matter. Like, it always come into circulating supply because of the new age of quantum coming. Sony Bank plans USD stablecoin for US gamers. Nice. That will be PlayStation.
Yeah.
I don't know why they wouldn't just use an already applicable one. Mate, it's so funny how, what I was saying the other day, when Facebook tried to bring out Libra and they got absolutely nuked by the government for trying to do it because of Zucky, and now every game company is trying to come up with their own fucking dollar thing. It's just like, it's nuts. I suppose it is US dollar back though, so it's not as bad as the Libra, and Libra is a shit name as well.
Yeah, I do remember thinking about because they were talking about Libra for ages, and then it literally just everyone ended up pulling out.
Yeah, they got nuked by the gov. The gubby nuked them. So Sony Bank plans this shindigs.
Yeah, they're all the games have got their own little currency going on. Another list, so the sneaker market has collapsed.
Oh, really? The sneaker market, and nobody.
Yeah, like resellers.
Yeah. What, like StockX? Go on StockX.com. It's mad. Let's have a look at the prices. I'm actually up for that. If they're all dead in price, then I can buy some. I genuinely think this might be because the sneaker market was our generation 10 years ago.
Can you hear this?
Yeah.
I own a sneaker store, and we've been struggling for the last couple months. And y'all can say, oh, it's because you overprice things. And I know what you're going to say. Oh, it's a Yeezy. You're overpricing it. It's $110. Retails like 2-something. Market's like $190. I'm pricing it at $110. It's brand new. An off-white lot dunk, which you haven't been able to get for 4 years now. It used to be going for $500 to $600. Market's like $400. We have them priced at $320. A shoe that's sold out, hard to get. A SB Navy 4. It's used, but $210. That's like retail. And then you have stuff that are like Jordan 1s, like these shattered backboards that just came out. We were charging like $170 for them or something like that, which retails higher. And then we got like Lucky Greens, the Royal Toes. All these things are going for well under retail, and we have them priced under retail. For example, like a yellow ochre, which is not even a bad shoe, is going for like $90 in store here, which is crazy.
That's
Retail's
sick.
like what, 170? It's definitely an interesting time in the sneaker world right now, and you'd think that people would be coming to sell us their shoes too because the market's down. They just want to get rid of some stuff, but that's not even the case. We haven't had a lot of people coming to sell to us. I mean, last week we did buy a lot of shoes, but this week we're a little slow. So if you guys are looking to sell us your shoes or come and buy some shoes because you're looking to buy the dip, then please stop by.
Buy the dip.
Imperial Highway, Placentia, California's Hidden Realm.
Hey, buy the dip in the sneaker market.
I'm not going by this fucking guy's financial advice on when to
Yeah.
buy the dip of sneaks, but I'm
Buy the
saying,
dip.
I don't know, mate. I think it might be a demographic thing because like
This
our
guy's
age.
got a good take on it. The sneaker market died because the illusion that supported it died. A structural failure of a very specific type of market. Sneakers were never about shoes. Yeah, I kind of get it. Obviously, yeah, you're buying the sneakers because of how rare they are and they're collectibles, and it's a status thing. A lot of the time, you wouldn't even wear them, would you? You'd just be having like. I was
put 'em
never
on the
into
wall.
this. Yeah, I was never really into this sort of stuff. I thought it was quite interesting how that.
I think it's
we
more
can't-
to. I think it's more to do with like I don't know.
Does
Like
anyone want to explain why shoes are
maybe people don't want them anymore because the age group is getting old now, and like what do kids buy? Are kids buying these types of shoes these days? I don't know. Maybe they're buying something else.
Yeah, it's aging out of the market.
Let's have a look at StockX. Let me go on StockX because these guys do like the sneakies. Oh mate, mate, these are sick though. I was gonna buy these the other day. I didn't want to show you. Look at these, mate. How much can I get these?
I'm on a lag behind your screen.
I'm looking at the PlayStation partnership, Reeboks.
Oh,
So they're Reeboks and they got PlayStation written on them.
no one needs trainers because they're all barefoot touching grass.
These are definitely getting bought, bro. I'm gonna buy these. $271 for some PlayStation Reebok Classics. Wait, that's sick. They're getting bought up like it.
The market's not dead; it's coming back.
Yeah, I'm getting these. Let me type in PlayStation shoes.
I saw something in the Discord about people with tattoos more likely to get 20% likely to get this aggressive type of skin cancer.
Yeah, no, I've heard some dodgy shit about tattoos, like how it like continuously like leaks like bad fucking ink chemicals into your body for like years and years and years.
Yeah, I'm fucked.
No, mate, you need to just get the spirulina on. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, you're drilling fucking ink into your skin. Like, it's not gonna be great. But skin cancer is not what you want to get, bruv. We'll get
Have
you.
you noticed
healthy.
anything else in like weird markets, like not the sneaker market?
Shall we look at
but
the watch market?
what's going on with the watch market at the moment?
I reckon it's bottoming. Let's have a look. Oh shit.
Can you like short or long real world items, like luxury items, without
It's
owning
difficult.
them?
It's difficult because long and short depends on like a derivative market built on the back of spot, and it's these types of things. It's hard to like have a big, like massive amount of the thing in a stockpile to be able to like trade it peer to peer. It's not really possible. But you could definitely take a K-line price of shit and bet on the basis of that. But that's more like gambling. But mate, look at this. The watch market has turned around. Like it bottomed in February 25, March 20. Sorry. Yeah, 2025, around March, we kind of bottomed on the watch market, and now it's beginning to come back up. The next big pump for watches, which is quite an interesting dynamic, is like a lot of the fucking stock market and Bitcoin looks like it's quite over in terms of overpriced. This is all right. Watch is going to turn around soon.
Fuck me. How comes they crash so hard?
Because they went up so fucking much. It's not. They didn't really crash. Like, look at this chart. Like everything in 2022 went ballistic. That was the bull market high for Bitcoin, and everything was happening where we had governments printing currency like crazy, and everyone was trying to exit out of it because they were scared. It was like people trying to front run the anticipation of future inflation, but it was too early But everything went up crazy, bro. Like these watches went up like they just doubled. Like all watch prices just doubled. But also you got to remember as well, like consumer prices doubled as well. So like the watch prices are going up, but everything around you is going up in price. So what you're really seeing is more to do with the devaluation of the currency around you. But I'm just saying it went into a little bit of a bubble, asset prices. But, you know, CPI went up 40%, but some asset prices went up like 60, 70, 80, and Bitcoin went up even further. So it's just a bubble. Now it's popping, and then we're finding base. It's like there's a moving average of things. Things are going up in price because of inflation, but people get overexcited, and then they get scared. Overexcited, and it's like the moving average is just going up, but the price just never stays on the moving average because we're not rational. We're like emotional creatures. So we either get way too excited or really scared. And then that's what the price does. It's like a human biological factor to it, you know?
Should we have a quick look at some hilarious coins? Like,
wait, what's
check
this?
out
Who warning over shortage of obesity jabs? Who?
Oh yeah, I was going to show you this. So
WHO.
BBC News, the Ozempic and Wegovy and all of the GLP-1s that are kind of categorized as obesity jabs. Looks like they're going to be running dry. So everyone who got skinny is going to start getting fat. Oh yeah, our friend George Worth, he's been doing the jabs, the weight loss jabs.
No.
Yeah. Well, apparently they make women lose fat in their vagina as well. So like their vagina becomes, you get a Ozempic vagina.
What does that even mean? Like, what do you mean you lose fat in your vagina?
So there's fat in the vagina that keeps it nice.
Oh, what? So you just like it's just banging skin?
I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. Like, all I'm saying is you lose fat in like random areas. That's why you have the whole Ozempic face. Yeah, people just like really. Anyway, yeah, I did think like how have they managed to just crank up so. It'd be interesting to see that on the chart, like the usage of Ozempic and
Yeah.
Right now.
I didn't know George was doing it. That's crazy.
Yeah, George's doing it. He's lost quite a bit of weight with him.
How do they even work? Is it just pumping fucking? What does it even do?
I don't know. I don't know the science of it. I never know the science of stuff.
How?
I just I know like the headline of how stuff works. But if you want to know how it actually works, don't come to me.
Yeah, you're more of you're the ideas man, and also like the headline man. You read the news, but you don't know what's going on. They mimic natural satiety hormones. Satiety hormones in your body. What the fuck does that even mean? These medicines act like hormones in your gut. Oh.
Yeah, see, dude, we're not fat, so we don't. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll put on a little bit of weight, but the last.
Let me have a look.
I think when you understand, you only kind of like figure this stuff out if it really applies to you or if it's your.
Yeah. It's like you start watching crypto content when you buy Bitcoin. I get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell George to stop being lazy and do it the proper way.
He's tried. He's tried.
No, so mate. He's tried. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You just don't eat. It's only a willpower issue. It's literally, if you're fat, it's nothing to do with it being difficult. You just have to have willpower not to eat. It's just, mate. Like, bro, I was having this conversation with a friend the other day. I was like, it takes more energy to eat than not to eat. So not to eat, you don't do anything. But to eat, you have to do something. So it has to be a choice. It is only a choice that you are fat. There is no, oh my God, I got a disease, I can't do it. Well, let's just do this experiment then. I'm going to drop you into a rainforest. There's no shops. There's no little snack in the fridge. There's no bottle of milk you can go grab up. You can't go anywhere. You've got to survive. You're losing the fucking weight. So it's only a willpower issue. It's just the fact that you have it available that you do and do it. It's a choice. Eating is a choice. It's ridiculous. If you're fat, don't eat. Just fast. If there's fat on your body, you can fast. The fat on your body is preparation for the fast that you need to do. And then as you go over time, remember that guy who fasted for 370 days, he fasted and only drank green tea. Fat is fuel for your body to live on. It will turn it into everything you need, except the essentials. So you need to have something like a green tea or something like that. But it's fucking ridiculous, man. Oh yeah, I can't get skinny. Just don't eat, you fucking idiot. Just don't eat. Nothing. For days. I'm talking a week. They're like, oh, it's dangerous. No, it's not. They found brothers after the Second World War who hadn't eaten for like 4 months. Some of them are still just kicking. Just thin, nearly dead. But if you put, even cheaters as well, they go on for so long. Your body can go on for so long without food. Anyway, moving on. That's a sick picture. That brings me back nostalgia. That's like solid nostalgia right there. I remember when CoinMarketCap used to look like this. I actually wish it still looked like this. This looks better to me. I hate CoinMarketCap now. Genuinely, I don't like CoinMarketCap. Look at CoinMarketCap now. They've just made it like so gay, and it's like all blue, and it's tiny, and there's loads of numbers everywhere. Like, it's just gay. You don't need all this information. That's why I made MDX Algo, the dashboard, so simple, because I'm trying to bring it back to the old days. You just need a few things with the numbers on it, with the price. Just keep it chill. You don't need... Look how sick that picture is, Pete. And look at the coins on the list. EOS, number 9. That was the good old days. $7.50. Oh, fucking Neo. That was crazy. The Chinese. It was like the Chinese Ethereum. Stellar was...
think what year this was.
I can give you an exact date by looking at the prices. Come here. Go up. So I reckon, just hold it, 7,000. So I reckon it could have been. Oh well, EOS was there, so I reckon it was like 2018 or 2017 or 2018 or maybe 2019, between that period. Yeah, probably about 7 or 8 years ago.
Should we go through a couple of these numbers on here for people who can't see it? It's a bit too small on their phone if they're watching on the phone.
Do you reckon that's what's happening? All right. $7,000 Bitcoin, $121 billion market cap. That's sick. Ethereum, $700. Ripple, 0.7 when it was still called Ripple. Cardano, 30 cents. About the same as it is now. EOS.
How much is Cardano right now? Let's actually
honestly, I genuinely believe it's the same. I think it might have, if it's less, it's a dark hour for ADA fans. It's trading at 37 cents. It's the same.
Nice.
It's the same. It's 37 cents. It's trading at 37 cents.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Cardano's trading at the same price. This is 7 years ago. That's a dark fucking time, man. Seriously, like, I never got into ADA. I got into it in the lot when FTX collapsed. I had a good trade on it. It'll probably do well again, but like, it's kind of mental, bro. Like, Bitcoin's trading at like, it's still at, 90,000 right now, so it's over a 10x. And some of these altcoins today aren't even up. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm enjoying the ride. Over 120,000 home cameras hacked. Oh shit! In South Korea for sexploitation.
Yeah, they've just been getting, videos and pictures of people like jacking off or something, and then being like,
wait, what is it? Is it So when it says home cameras,
I don't know.
What about laptops? Well, yeah, read more than the headline.
No, we're headlines, brother. We're just straight up headlines.
Just go down a little bit so we can get a bit more context.
They must have a few more like internet protocol or home cams, often installed to monitor children and pets. All right, so like baby cameras.
Well, why are they doing sexploitation for baby cameras? These fucking pedos, man.
Well, no, yeah, I don't know, but I can see like the pet one might be like catching a bit of your sofa in the background or something, And then...
I was gonna buy one of these for my front door. Fuck that.
Well, it's fine for your front door, like a Ring doorbell, because it's not facing into your home and it can't catch you like doing your business. But yeah,
doing your business.
It's a proper criminal gang that's been doing this, and then they get the footage, and then you're a bit like you don't want that released to all your closest family members and stuff.
No, I'm all right with the family members. They've all seen that already. I came at my dad's dick. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts. They've all just been getting absolutely done. 4 people have been arrested in South Korea for hacking more than 120,000 video cameras in homes and businesses and using the footage to make sexually exploitative materials for an overseas website.
Oh man.
They do say actually there's an issue in some of these like Asian countries where they have a like incredible amount of hidden cameras.
Yeah,
So like in
they
hotels,
do, yeah.
Airbnbs, hostels.
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's actually fucked up. There's probably some
Yeah,
mad footage
really
of me.
check
There's
the
mad footage of me banging up some Asian chick somewhere. There's footage all around the gap. I think you've got one of those. Yeah, there's
Locations of cameras hacked in the country include private homes, karaoke rooms, a Pilates studio, and a gynecologist's clinic. That's fucking.
Why would you just? Nah, just let's move on from this, gay. This is mad. This is freaking me out. I don't want to travel to Asia now. Fuck.
Well,
Korea.
yeah. Well, you just got to check about for some
Yeah,
hidden
but mate,
cameras.
these cameras are like they're not even. They're in the eye of a teddy bear. You ain't no clue.
They'll catch you in the shower, scrubbing your bits. You know. Anyway. Crazy, isn't it? This is something I did notice recently, which is a bit of phenomenal. I don't know if you noticed this. Can anyone explain the logic behind why liberal women are supportive of importing Muslims into their country's cities and neighborhoods, despite all the evidence? It's a horrible idea. They still do it. The phenomenon is happening in all white countries. And I didn't know whether I agreed with this or not, but then I just was reading through and then I was thinking about my own experiences and it's kind of got something. I do agree with what the original tweet was saying.
Yeah, why is it? I think it's just virtuism. They just want to look like they're this really nice, perfect, fucking sculpted human being who's great and really moral and nice to everyone. When actually, if you knocked on their door and said, "All right, we've got 3 Muslims here who are illegal migrants. Do you want to house them in your house?" They'd say no. It's all bollocks. Just virtue signaling. Like, it's not even about Muslims. Who cares about the fucking religion? It's just anyone different. Like, you just don't want to like it's just anyone different. It's like if I go somewhere and like I'm wanting to like get a hotel and like I'm going there and it's just loads of random people who are just different. It's just you just don't want to be around that. You want to be your own friends, your own family. You want to know the people. You don't want randomers or illegal people. Or you just don't want it. It's just down to human nature. You just want to be around people who you trust, who you know, family and friends. Like if they did a whole fucking video about it, didn't they? They were like going around the street saying, "Would you like to put your name down on a list to house some of these migrants who are coming in?" And everyone said no, even though they're doing a protest saying, "Let them in." Not in my house though. It's just fucked.
Yeah, there was a video I watched recently where a guy was going around and then trying to ask people if they would take people into their house, and he had like someone with him, and he was like, "Can you take him into your house?" Oh no,
not doing it. And then the funniest one is at the protests where they're saying, "Let all the migrants in," and then they go and say, "Put your name down on a list because we're gonna find where we're gonna house them," and everyone's like, "No, not my house." Ex-Coinbase advisor favored to replace. Oh shit, that'd be mental. That'd be a great one. I've never heard of Kevin Hassett. Is now the clear favorite to replace Jerome Powell as the next Fed chair. He looks way nicer as well. He looks like one of those happy.
A new era, isn't it? When Powell's gone.
Powell's just got this flabby, this face of flabbiness, and it's just dodgy. This guy look how happy he looks. Look how angry Powell looks. Look how happy he looks. Let's get him in. Get Bitcoin on the list.
Yeah, a lot of people should be kind of happy about that.
He was only an advisor to Coinbase, so like has no representation of whether he has any pro fucking Bitcoin or crypto stance. Like at the end of the day, he's just an advisor to Coinbase. They might have been asking about legal disputes.
Well, the consensus seems to be this is pretty bullish. Big news.
Yeah, maybe we'll see.
BingX Algo Concierge in the chat.
MDX Algo Concierge. Why they got cameras in gym clinics? The wrong ones.
In gynecologist clinics. Yeah, that was a fucked up story. The whole secret cameras everywhere. It's nuts. But yeah, so it looks like we're going to run out of the fat jabs. Everyone's getting done for wanking off on camera at home. And we're just,
why is that?
Yeah, and everyone's got an issue with immigrants. And it's going absolutely nuts.
It's kicking off, my guy.
is kicking off. That's kind of it I've got on the news at the moment. We've got some other stuff coming in. Some of the guys are sharing bits.
Let's have a look. And don't hit me with all these alts. Bitcoin. Let's have a look what Bitcoin's up to. Okay, it's just chilling. We'll see what we're gonna get. We'll see what we're gonna get. I've said the analysis. Any more news though? Yeah, I was interested in what you got. I like it when you go through a little bit of a catalog.
Yeah, I'll bring some up in a minute. I'll be back. Give me 2 minutes.
I'm gonna wrap it up in a minute anyway, brother. It's a bit dead today. Yeah, legends, go get a free TradingView account. I'm gonna give them away probably. I don't know. I might do it tonight actually. Might give away the free TradingView accounts tonight. We've got lots of other stuff happening with the BTC. Guys, go check out Botmaster. We're gonna be launching a new bot blueprint for a low time frame, high velocity scalp trading, 600% in a month apparently. So we're going to be releasing a new blueprint. Actually, see if it might even be here yet. So waiting for it to come. Guys, if you have a Botmaster subscription, you can also keep up to date in the community tab. So at the moment, this is where we just do announcements. When all of the meetings are happening, all the group sessions, you can, speak to the team. And also we do have the VIP Telegram group as well. Academy, all of your stuff to learn about how to do it. Events tab is coming soon, very similar to in the Academy, where we have live streams happening. So we're going to have this same thing. This is going to be on the Botmaster tab, okay? In events. And we weren't going to call it live streams, but at the end of the day, it's more like an event, really, for Botmaster. But yeah, we got everything live and ready. And keep up to date with the community stuff, as well as go and get your freaking blueprints and get them on TradingView, legends. Let's have a look at what Deep Cash Flow is doing right now. Let's have a look at Deep Cash Flow on the chart. Guys, Black Friday, we're probably going to close it as well. I think Pete's back in the building. How you doing, my guy?
Just looking at some random stuff.
Yeah, you're looking at some ETH stuff.
Looking at NFTs. Like, when was the last time you bought an NFT or
Mate, I never bought one in the first place. I genuinely never bought one. I did get sent hundreds of them. I got sent hundreds and hundreds of NFTs. I remember.
Did you never get into an NFT collection and make sure you were there for the?
I bought Garbage Pail Kids or something, but it was on Wax and it was a test transaction. I never legitimately went on OpenSea and bought anything. I got sent them, so I didn't need to. That's the thing. I was just getting sent thousands of NFTs. NFTs will come back and they'll be very strong and they will have a good marketplace. It's just digital art, signature. The thing is,
Khabib got in trouble actually over the last few. Not in trouble. He did a drop of NFTs, digital gifts through Telegram. I didn't realize about the whole digital gifts that you can do on Telegram, and people have done their own custom drops. And then it was seen as Khabib was promoting this on Twitter and stuff, and then he deleted some tweets about the promotion after the sale had been done, so it looked like a classic
pump and dump
or something. And then McGregor was going in there saying he's scamming all of his fans, and then they were just fucking tweeting each other. But yeah, I'll find some shit about it. But yeah, Khabib just done one NFT collection. It's fine.
Yeah, no. The problem is about the NFT bubble is that people thought that the value of NFTs was the NFT. It's not. The value of an NFT is still the art. It's still the thing you're buying. It's just the NFT allows it to have the value because then you can make it scarce. It's not about the NFT itself. You can make what a piece of shit, but it's an NFT. It's worth something. Well, no, it's still a piece of shit. If you have the Mona Lisa, and then the replica of it, and then it's an NFT, then it can work, but not other ways. I am with the mate people on this live chat. I am with the I'm just an ordinary guy. Can you give his testimonial to the world?
Oh yeah, Stefan's with. I'm just an ordinary guy.
Oh yeah. I'm just an ordinary. That was funny actually, but Steflar's getting on the pipe.
It's on the pipers. Yeah, he was selling those hats, those like NFT hats, you know, that he wears, the Russian hats.
Oh yeah, I want one of those. Like they look like sauna hats, but they're not.
Yeah, the big furry ones.
Bobba banana. Guys, by the way, just so you know, in the community, if you do click on chat with us, or you click on this, you can chat with us directly here if you have any questions about Botmaster. Botmaster is live, legends. The Botmaster. Come get it for the Black Friday sale, legends. We are ready to rock and roll. And we're probably going to push, we're going to do indices, commodities, cryptocurrencies, the stock market. We're going to have a whole list of other categories, and we're just going to keep continuously finding the best bot blueprints for you. Essentially, guys, you now have indicators that are vetted, trialed, configured, and back-tested by our team. So all you got to do is click one button, and you can come and manually trade them or set them up Wonder Trading. I would do this right now. If you're watching this video and you want to get into bots, description box below, Wonder Trading for free. My referral link gets you the platform for free. It's a no fucking brainer. I got a partnership with them. So free account with them and then use our bots on Wonder Trading. It is Z way to Z go. Young squires and squirettes. So what you got for me, brother? Habib, together we're building the first regulated sporting real world. Let's hear what he has to say. He is a legend, actually. Oh, it's not playing the sound. Send me location.
Oh,
Send me location. Why is it play on some and not on others? Like, what's going on? Click on the actual... Maybe bring it bigger or something. Like, maybe there's a thing going on. That looks sick as well.
you know.
Oh. No, that was you.
Oh, anyway, exclusive NFT. Fucking, I don't know.
It's a bit like gay, innit, from Habib. Like, I feel like he really just
He's done
like...
a few of these things, though, I swear.
I think he's just got no money. What's McGregor up to these days? Let's have a look at what McGregor's just dead, isn't he? He's just so like cheap
I know.
now.
Didn't you see the latest where McGregor had gone to Mexico and had this like drug treatment it's to cure people of addiction, I think, most of the time. And
So he's been just hacking on the cocaine,
he's
has he?
had like some crazy ayahuasca extreme experience.
What?
Can you hear that?
Nah. He's just turned gay.
He's gone very Jesus-y.
Has he? What's going on? What has he done?
Yeah,
Is he
he's
Jesus
gone very
forever,
religious.
King?
Which platform would you recommend for leverage trading in the UK? What is Bitcoin going to do?
What's Bitcoin gonna do? What do you recommend for leverage trading? Go to the links below, bro. I've got all the referral links below. Give you benefits in the UK to trade. Okay, so like Hyperliquid's good for a DEX. You got my decentralized exchange. Bybit's coming back to the UK next month, so get a Bybit account with my referral link because it'll be coming back. BingX works in the UK. Phemex. Just go to the description box below. Phemex is good in the UK. Hyperliquid is good, but
you'll need a VPN as well.
For Phemex, I think you can get on without. But Phemex is good in the UK. But I got my DEX, Hyper. You can actually trade on Hyperliquid with Wonder Trading for bots, so you don't need it. But just go to my description box because all of those are good options. Because I'm from England originally, so I always think about that as well. What do you... Habib has offered to... Oh, sorry. Yeah, Habib has offered him rehab. Yeah, McGregor's, he's lost it, man.
He's fucked up. Yeah, and then someone else asking what Bitcoin's going to do. I guess we could just wrap up. It's the last thoughts on some charties. Yeah,
but Bybit's coming back, bro. So use my referral link as well to get the added bonus when you sign up. Get some cash for free in there. And they're coming back. But in the meantime, Phemex and Bybit's probably the best. But go to my company as well. So you go on this dashboard. We have like a whole list of stuff you can use in here. Go to mdxalgo.com. And then you can click dashboard. So you go here, mdxalgo.com. This is my whole company website. Click view dashboard, and then you can see all the shindigs kicking off. I'm gonna go update the API because we were going to do the Black Friday sale, and then I don't know what happened. So I'm gonna do the API update with the team for the charts. So if you come on here, guys, to click charts, you will get that API. But Botmaster's the new project, and guys, you can click on this one for free as well. You can look at all this stuff. You can come here and look. But if you want to use, you got to pay us because obviously we're doing all the backtesting configuration and settings for you. It's a lot of manual input.
Mate, just got a 100k loan and thinking of longing into resistance.
Yeah, man. He's just trolling, isn't he? All right, legends. I'll see you on the flip side. Good stream, and then we'll be back next week. We'll probably do another one in the week, though. Maybe a cheeky little gaffer-rooney enter, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll be back every single day.
Pete no stop.
We'll be there every single day, don't worry.